We are live. Hey, everybody. We're live at the Extreme Nerd Table. It looks like Jeff is frozen up.
Yeah, and
He's back,
yeah, what's up,
and
guys?
we're live.
My
Hey.
my bad, guys. We're both having issues tonight. I expected I wasn't gonna have issues. Yeah, I expected not to have issues, but I guess we're both having issues.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, oh well, whatever. But welcome to Extreme Nerd Table, guys. I got Anthony with me, my now my real co-host, I guess. For real.
I'll be your Huckleberry, Jeff.
Yeah, and so we gotta pretty much we gotta talk about the Winter Soldier today. We gotta talk about the Chadwick Boseman thing where people want to freaking recast him and like I mean I can be in both, I could be in both camps, but I honestly think, it could be. Well, let's talk about the one the big reveal of a character on the Winter Soldier. If you guys haven't watched it, spoiler alert. you know, we're gonna be me and Anthony are gonna be talking about the Winter Soldier, the newest episode. So if you haven't watched it yet, my bad, guys. But I'm gonna spoil it. If you want to mute us or you want to come back a little bit later, it's fine. But we're gonna be talking about the Winter Soldier and Falcon and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So what did you think of the episode? Eh,
Well, I'm um I'm the old guy in the room, so I was there were ebbs of high and there were ebbs of low in the episode. However,
Right.
being an old guy growing up with Seinfeld, I really enjoyed seeing Julia Louis Dreyfus
Mm-hmm.
making her Marvel appearance as a character, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Valentina Allegra de Fontaine originated in Strange Tales number 159. Have it right here.
Yeah. Oh, let me. So if people don't know,
Allegra.
that's her first appearance. And right now that book is shooting up now. It used to be
Now,
a dollar. It used to be a dollar bin book, wasn't it?
well, no, but it's $10-15. It has
Yeah.
it goes back and does a little origin on Nick Fury of Shield. This is a Jim Steranko masterpiece, written and drawn by Jim Steranko. This particular issue, and he created Valentina, who also was for short. Nick Fury used to call her Val, and Val was this Contessa, this Italian European, just sexy bombshell.
Hmm.
She was a typical James Bond girl, and there's famous Steranko drawings with no dialogue of her and Nick Fury of Shield getting it on, and because of the comics code, it implied that they were having sex. And instead of showing them having sex, Steranko drew the gun sitting inside the holster. And, it was good innuendo, but Val was always drawn super sexy.
Hmm.
And she had an attitude, which, if anybody watched the Falcon and Winter Soldier, they happened to see her attitude. She was a
Yeah.
smart talking,
Yeah.
confident woman, and I think that she's gonna bring some badness to the MCU that rivals Hydra stuff.
That'd be
And
cool.
I like the fact that she gave Walker a card and it was blank.
Yeah. Yeah.
All cool stuff. So I kind of liked. I'm a huge Shield kind of fan,
Hmm.
and I love the espionage of the Winter Soldier movie and the whole Shield Hydra stuff. So whenever I see that kind of spy stuff in the MCU, I kind of dig it.
Yeah. Okay.
And I like some of that. What did I not like about the episode? Uh, you know, I, you know me, I'm the old guy in the room.
Mm,
The whole the racism thing.
yeah.
It seems like they're again a medium trying too hard. And again, I know that there is great racism in the past and in the present.
Yeah.
However, they're harping on it a lot,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that it's something that should be ignored, but the country itself, our country that is
Yeah.
creating this, I don't think we need constant every minute reminders in our
Reminder.
art.
Yep.
And I think it causes more divisiveness, to be honest with
Yep.
you.
Yep.
But I am I think we're all of us critical thinking and logical people
Yeah.
know what's right and wrong.
Yeah.
But it's constantly being um, uh, brought up again and again and again in media that's coming
Right.
out this year.
Yep.
And I don't think it's helping because as I said, it maybe can create more
Yeah. Or
divisiveness with people.
it's gonna
But
get
at the
worse.
same,
It's
but
gonna
at the
get
same,
worse.
but at the
Like
same
that.
time, from an MCU standpoint,
Yeah.
I did see a comment that, and I don't ever take other people's opinions
Right.
to sway my own, but I did see someone make a comment that in a universe, in a
Right.
cinematic universe where there are thousands of races of aliens
Yeah.
who all want to destroy us and take over the earth and all that stuff,
Yeah.
I'm confused why we're still constantly talking about things like black and white people all the
Right.
time in
Right.
media. You
Well,
know,
you got blue, you got green. Yeah.
that's
It's
all I'm
like.
saying. I mean, again, I understand it, but I think they're how can I say they're great. They're creating a great show, just like all their shows
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
their movies. But do they have to preach so much
Hmm.
about something that we know already? And the
Yeah.
thing is,
We
and
all know
again,
that, man.
and
But
again, they went real heavy into it, and it
yeah.
kind of
But
like
you're
was
Yeah, like we were
really
trying to, like what we were trying to, yeah, what, like me, you, and everybody else is trying to get away from it, and right now we can't really get away from it because
yeah.
it's almost in everything in media. It's in our, it's on our feeds, on all our social medias. It's in our,
And
in our media that we're watching, in books that we're reading. Man, it's not that it's not like me and Anthony are in the same type of boat. We're not saying it's not saying it's not, we don't want it. We still, it's just don't do, just, it's too much, man. It's like everywhere.
and again, Jeff said it way more eloquently than I did.
Right.
You you hit it on the head.
Yeah.
Some of these shows that nerds watch, nerd
Right.
shows,
Yeah.
should be more about escapism
Hmm.
and less again about reality.
Yeah.
We have CNN, Fox News,
Yeah.
CBS,
Yeah.
ABC,
Yep.
CNBC, C-SPAN, BBC, all these networks on TV constantly telling us what's wrong with the world. Okay. I do not want to watch MCU or
Hmm.
or DC movies
Right.
or any sci-fi movies where the villains are white people or black people or
Right.
Asian people or
Right.
let's fight some aliens
Hmm.
and supervillains
Right.
and stuff like that. Like, I think we're at the point of like civilization
Hmm.
where we have to
we, we're
kind
all
of
we're all smart. We're all, we all have common sense. We're all smart people. We all know what's going on. It's not like we don't know what's going on. But the big thing, like Anthony was saying, the big thing is we're trying to get away from it, but we can't get away from it right now. Yeah, it's in everything. It's in all our media. It's not just on news. It's not just on. it's in our comic books, it's in our media, it's in our movies, it's in our, you know what I mean? It's in our faces.
Well,
It's put,
for
yeah, it's
example,
gonna cause issues. It's gonna cause more issues than before it solves anything.
WandaVision, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had a African American
Uh-huh.
character,
Yep.
Monica.
Yep.
We had an Asian character.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We had some Caucasian characters.
Yep. And then we had
We
and
had
then we had androids.
an android. However,
Yeah.
during the broadcast,
Yeah.
all 8 episodes,
Mm-hmm.
the characters never had to look at the screen and explain to the audience, hey, I'm
Right.
black,
Right.
or I'm Asian, or
Right.
I'm this, or I'm that.
Right.
That's the thing that I am getting at,
You
that
were trying to get to it where like how WandaVision was where
right.
they didn't shove it down your throat.
Well, you didn't. Well, it's not even down your throat. It's that I don't need a
Yeah.
label. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Right.
I can see that you're Asian, or I can see
Right.
that you're African American, or
Right.
I can see that you're Caucasian. The real question is, are you a
Right.
hero or a villain, and are you a witch or not?
Right.
That's the main, and that's the thing. It's that I don't, me personally, I think sometimes it's a drag
Right.
when they make us feel sad about something. In other
Right.
words, oh my God, like
All right.
the
Since
guy
we're
who's
talking about all this, yeah, since we're talking about this, let's just segue into what all the fans want right now, where and what the MCU did for Black Panther 2 is not recast, as Chadwick Boseman. I could be on both sides, but I understand why these guys want to recast him and everything. But my thing is, he passed away, and he had, you know what I mean. I honestly, in my point of view, I don't want it to be recast, but it could. I mean, it's easy to explain. It's going to be easy to explain it with all those different timelines, But I wouldn't want it. Why don't we just give it to Shuri, or or do make it, or make it to where it's, what Black Panther 2 somehow, some
there's
way somehow it
right.
will make it where it's either Shuri or either somebody else, because you don't know, there's been different Black Panthers, you know what I
Sure.
mean?
But I mean, my thing is,
Mhm.
I think there's 2 arguments there. The first
Mhm.
argument as that, hey, let's respect Chadwick Boseman
Uh-huh.
and not recast.
Right.
But at the same point, an argument
Mhm.
could be made that, well,
Yeah.
James Bond is the character
Right.
and Black Panther is a character, even
Right.
though he's always going to be remembered as Chadwick Boseman.
Right.
I don't think it's disrespectful to
Mhm.
just have another
Yeah, yeah.
gentleman play
I don't
Chadwick
think so
Boseman.
either.
However, I think maybe, but then you have the argument, hey, but then you have
Uh-huh.
the argument that maybe people might be upset by gender
Right.
swapping Chadwick Boseman
Right.
for Shuri, and also eliminating that legacy character that is been beloved since the 60s when he appeared, when he first appeared in Fantastic Four.
Right.
There's an argument. There's 2, and both of them are valid. But
Mhm.
I think that anyone can play Black Panther, just like anyone can play James Bond, just like
Right.
anyone can play
Right.
any role if you want to continue the role. If they want to
Right.
kill him or say that he died or whatever, and then Shuri took over. See, I can't wrap my head around, oh, Shuri takes over, but with no explanation.
Right. Right.
So
Right. Right.
that's just and that's a big problem I
Right.
have with
Like
why
like I said, they
I
could
never know why they kill people anyway in these
Right.
movies.
Right.
Like Killmonger should have survived or
Right.
whatever. Spoiler, so
Right. This is what William Sorrells had to say.
The Avengers are in space. Fury has them on a mission. We see him in space. And WandaVision hinted the Avengers aren't around. BP2 will have Wakanda dealing with a crisis with him gone. Yeah, I mean, or just don't make a Black Panther movie ever again. I don't know what to say.
So what's your thoughts?
Honestly, I'm in your boat. I think it can really go either way. I really like the idea of Shuri, but at the same time, I do agree they need an explanation as to how it goes from one to the next.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
I mean, at least, put start the explanation in Black Panther 2, and maybe just give the mantle to her in 3, but explain what happened to him in 2, but not the whole movie, but explain what happened, and then have somebody, step up or something, and then in 3 saying, he wasn't one of what, like how Captain America or something to explain it to where they pass it on to her. So yeah, at least give it another movie or something, or something. Because there's a fan, what was it, thing going around where people were signing saying they wanted to be recast because Marvel don't want to recast them, but so we don't know. So we don't know what's gonna happen yet. So
I mean, I don't like the idea of someone else playing the exact same role.
Right.
But yeah, that's just me.
Are you frozen? Jeff's frozen again. Hey, nice to meet you, Simply Incredible.
What is going on?
What moniker do you go by now that Jeff is frozen there?
D. Yeah, everybody just calls me D.
D. Yeah, all right, D.
I had issues.
All good, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Daryl. Everyone just calls me D. So there we go.
All good, D.
How you doing, Daryl? How's your week been? How's your weekend been?
Well, I got the COVID, my second COVID shot on Thursday. So I've been pretty much fatigued all weekend. But I didn't get all those symptoms, so I did good. I'm good now.
Good.
I will say this: my weekend was nowhere near as good as your weekend.
Oh yeah, where we went to Brick City and hung out with the guys. Went to like a couple of comic shops. Since we're gonna, before I go freezing and everything else, let's show what I
Now I have heard. Did you get any Vampirella comics?
Yeah. I'm gonna start that pile right after I explain how I got this and where I picked up these.
The question is, how many did he get? Is the question.
Yeah, that's the real question.
Yeah, so we went to the comics club on Brandon, and what is it? And the owner of the shop was really nice, and actually gave us each one of these.
Nice.
Very cool.
For just coming to the shop and actually actually spending actually going there, actually talking to him. He loves YouTubers. He's a YouTuber himself.
Is that a foil variant?
Yeah, it's the foil one.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's the foil one, and then I saw these tarot cards that have the old school Vampirella art on it.
That's nice.
That is great.
And you picked up that cover. You picked up that cover this weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, and I picked it up. Yeah, and I actually have it because I saw it at the show. I didn't grab it at the show, but when I went to my LCS, I left. I had just left, and this walked in pretty much. It was pretty funny. I just had left. The guy walked in with a box of comics. This was sitting right on top in the box that came in, and then the LCS owner took a picture of it and sent it to me. He goes, "Hey, you won't look what came in." He goes, "I'm on my way back."
Very nice.
Yeah, pick that one up. Pick this one up from the show, from Tom, from Popped Comics and Collectibles and Toys and stuff, or no, Pop Collectibles, something like that. Pick this one up, issue 33.
It's a big spider.
Yeah. And issue 37, something cool about this issue is it got a really cool back cover too. So let's show that off. It got this nice back cover here.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, and it got a nice front silver cover.
When you posted that, I thought it was two different books. That is great.
No, yeah, no, I thought so too. Until I had that art book and did my research on the book. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, he's frozen again.
Yeah. What do we got? The 1990 AOL?
Yeah, he's on one of those discs you get. Yeah,
the old school.
Those old school discs that came in the Wizard magazines.
Hey, there he is.
Hey. Yeah, I told you I do it. I haven't had it happen in a while though. I don't. It has to be the weather too.
me and Dee were commenting that that's because your connection tonight is courtesy of one of those discs that came in the 1997 issues of Wizard magazine, free with
Probably. I went down.
Yeah. Get you America Online.
Yeah, America Online.
No, probably by next week I'll either get hardwired or yeah. So because previously I haven't had no issues, so that's the only reason I haven't hardwired it since I got the new laptop and everything. Yeah. So
well, again, I told you I'm storming here on the East Coast, so it's like
so and then the weather. I hear the weather now. It's starting to creep over here. So
up here in Virginia, I haven't had anything today.
Yeah, and then I picked this one up.
That's
I picked a bunch of them up.
That's really nice.
I'm gonna show them really quick before I go on.
Yeah.
42, 43.
Nice.
48.
Nice.
61.
That's really nice.
Yeah, that's my favorite one right there. That is
really nice. My one of mine, and then John's Comics with Kids favorites one, and mine.
That's great.
98 with her sitting on the tiger. And then this one, 104, 108, and actually has a nude panel of Vampy in here.
Nice.
Yep, it's a centerfold, and it's by Jose I always forget his.
Gonzalez. Jose Gonzalez. Yeah.
Yeah, I always get his last name all screwed up. Yeah. And then this one is the St. Julian cover, 109.
Nice.
Yeah. 109. Like I said, I showed it real quick, so just in case I go out. Yeah. But I'll show them again later, just in case I don't go out again. But yeah, pretty much that's all we did. That's all we did with Puff and them. We went to a bunch of shops and then drove up to Ocala and stuff, 2 hours away. Yeah. So yeah, I hear all the weather out there now. So
yeah,
just in case, I'll probably pop Anthony or one of them to make them big so they can just in case I go out again. But yeah, that's pretty much what I picked up at the shops and stuff in the show. And the show wasn't too bad. The show actually had a decent amount of people, and it was all collective. It was all comics and stuff, and a couple of creators, but it was more comic vendors than anything. And I was surprised. We saw the Golden Age Guru over there.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
The Comic Tom's guy, the Golden Age Guru, Jeff. I was digging in the box. All I heard was Jeff, and I look up and I'm like, oh, they're not talking about me. I saw him walk in.
As I said, I was asked to be a guest at the show, but it was too far to set up, and I was in the middle of working on my last book, so I'm going to be debuting it in September at the Daytona 2-day show.
Okay.
Very nice.
I had a light week this week.
Yeah.
I told you, Jeff, I've been kind of swearing off new comics, or at least big corporate comics. But I did. I picked up the second issue of Carmen.
Yeah.
Because Image Comics, Carmen, the gentleman or Gilliam March, I don't know how to say his name. He's very Milo Manara style stuff.
Yeah.
And I picked up 2 issues of his book. There's mostly nude people throughout the whole book, so I'm not going to show you anything. But
Yeah.
Like,
just like
Hey,
that.
am I the only one here without nude comics?
I'm gonna show you this. There's no nudity in this comic, but as you can see, this guy's art is unreal.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
So again,
especially the back of that cover has a butt. It has a butt on the back of it.
yes. In fact, his first issue. I don't have it nearby, but the first issue there was a variant cover by Manera, and so you can see the Manera in his drawing. I mean, he's the closest I've seen to Manera. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing Manera's name properly, but if you're a fan of erotic comics, also I wanted to just show off this 159. Make sure you get this first appearance of Contessa.
Before it starts shooting up anymore. It's already shooting up now, but before it shoots up anymore. Yeah.
This came out the week before from my LCS, but I had it in my this in my pull, this Lady Death. Malevolent Decimation.
Yep.
And
that's when she's in New Orleans, when she's kind of a bad chick.
Yeah, and as you can see, Lady Death has a new cell phone. I think it's maybe T-Mobile, AT&T. We don't know. I also picked up something that's been out for about a month, maybe a month and a half, but I didn't see it, and it was on the bottom row of my LCS. Right. But this is actually a friend of mine, a guy named David Byrne, who writes. Not David Byrne from the Talking Heads, but David Byrne, a co-publisher at Scout Comics, Florida-based company. This is his book Stake, and I saw the origins of this book more than 2 years ago when he was in he had an ash can of it, and 2 years later, the first issue appears. I think he had a very successful crowdfunding, and it is published by Scout. They're coming out with issue 2 very soon. If you like vampire stuff, if you like Buffy the Vampire Slayer type stuff, this is a good read for you because, believe it or not, David, I know him personally, and I know he's, let's just say his dialogue is not corny, but it is very Whedon-esque. So if you liked the dialogue of the Scooby Gang in the 90s Buffy stuff, you'll actually like this read. And it's a real good story because the cool thing is
the character looks like a hack, almost like a hack and slash, almost like hacking hack and slash.
The book is black. The book is black and white and gray with drabs of red in it. It's not full color, but it is very vibrant for a black and white book. And you know how much I love black and white books, but it's a very cool story about someone who hunts vampires using social media.
I'm gonna look that up. That looks great.
She hunts vampires. The lead the main character named Stake, who has a partner who is a sword wielding warrior. The name escapes me for a moment, but the point is there's a lot of hacking and slashing going on.
Oh yeah. I got the first I got the first issue, but I got the other first issue. The first
very
issue
cool.
was with the blonde on it, with her
hair
on it.
Yes. So you looked at the cover, but you didn't read it. But anyway,
I did read it. That's why I said it reminded me of like Cassie Hack from Hack.
Exactly.
It reminded me of her a little bit more than Buffy. Yeah. Like when I read it, it reminded me of like more like Cassie and I always forget the damn Cassie Hack has a partner. I always forget the damn partner's name. Yeah.
But the point is, it is a good book. To give a quick review, it reads really well. And it's kind of interesting because they're vampire hunters, but when they hunt the vampires, they're like streaming and Facebook living the encounters, which, I mean, to younger people, that is kind of a cool storyline, you know?
Yeah, but you would think when you stream a vampire, you won't be able to see it because it's mirror-esque. You know what I mean?
There are some flaws in the plot, to be honest with you, like that. But it's still a cool idea.
No, it's still a cool idea. But it's pretty funny. You're streaming. You see something floating, going after somebody.
Well, I also noticed that, whenever I want to bring this up, which is funny. Do you know in these like movies, these heist movies, or any kind of sci-fi or even real world movie? Do you know how we all have problems with our streaming and our Wi-Fi and stuff? Yeah. When they're breaking the security of the 13th floor and trying to, no one ever has Wi-Fi issues on TV and movies.
Nope.
Their shit works so good all the time.
Yeah.
I remember watching The Net with Sandra Bullock, which came out in like 1992, 93. No one freaking knew what the internet was. And when you watch it, she's on a beach stealing nuclear codes or stealing all the money. And she's got a freaking laptop next to the ocean, next to the beach. And I'm trying to figure out now, 30 years later, I'm like, how did she do that? Because, like, I can't get a signal in my garage for anything.
Right.
And she's in a laptop connected to nothing in the middle of a beach. And God knows we didn't have
back then.
We didn't have any super speed anything. We didn't have anything back then.
Yeah,
we had those AOL discs in Wizard magazine.
Yeah.
And then it was a very lame week. I think I picked up Thor, the end of the Prey finale.
What did you think of that, though?
I love Thor. I love Cates' run on Thor. But as I said, I think after next month, I'm giving up on Marvel and DC for a while. I'm just going to buy independent stuff and stuff I like because, as I stated, I just I'm getting, every time I go to my LCS and I get my pull list, my pull box stuff, I feel like I have buyer's remorse when I go home, especially the fact that as an old dude who's been reading for 45 years or more, I think I can literally read an issue of Batman in 20 seconds,
Cap.
So it's buyer's remorse. Look at Captain.
Yeah.
Ahoy, matey.
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
How are you guys?
Doing
Not
good.
Bad, not
It's
bad.
a good night.
Mm-hmm.
Doing good.
I don't know. Have you guys read Stray Dogs yet?
Oh yeah. What did you think, D?
I am digging it. I am absolutely digging it. I mean, there's only 2 issues out so far.
All right.
And when I first saw it, I was like, it's probably gonna be garbage. And after I read both issues, I'm like, this is a good story.
I exactly thought the same thing you thought. Well, I thought it was gonna be garbage, and I read it. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
It's like, now I got to buy something else.
Yeah. I mean, so I bought it just mainly for the cover because I love Silence of the Lambs. So I was like, we'll get that.
I think the previous one, they had a Pet Cemetery or something like that. It was the Pet Cemetery one. It was cool. And then the next issue, like almost every issue coming out, it's gonna have like a horror movie homage, pretty much.
Oh, I guess like Deceased did.
Yeah, but better.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another one that I was going through my books and I found this, and apparently this is now hot. Apparently Usagi in Space is now hot.
Yeah.
So why? Why is Usagi being in space a hot thing?
Yeah. And then that's good. That one. And then freaking Razor and this one that made it. Yeah. So I think it's interesting that like all kinds of weird stuff is getting hot now. All kinds of weird things.
Yeah.
What's up, Deuce?
Nah,
I see Deuce is in the chat.
Well, yeah, my what is it? My thing hasn't updated yet. Yeah, I'm good, but at least I'm not, rings or no. I'm not popping in and out of it again. But so, how was your week, Captain?
Always long weekend. It's never. just goes by so fast.
Yeah. Pick up anything new from Marvelous this week?
Yeah, I did. I picked up a couple, but they won't be shipped out for another 2 weeks or so, or maybe a month.
Yeah, depending
We've
on
just built it up.
Yeah, because he likes it. Yeah, he sometimes he has some good stuff. So.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, I believe he's doing. I think it's April 24th. He's going to be doing an auction, and all slabs start at $30.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
so,
and they're great at $30. So
yeah.
Well, they're all 9.8s is what he's putting up. So they start at $30 at a 9.8. So I mean,
yeah,
doesn't mean that it'll right.
Yeah, but I'm just saying all of just putting it into grading, it's $30. You know what I mean? So
right.
So yeah, so that's pretty much a pretty decent deal for slab.
Yeah, I mean, mostly, yeah, like what
Mostly,
yeah.
Yeah.
I got 3.5s. I got a 1.5. I got a 0.5.
Yeah,
you know, anything high grade.
Yeah.
Is good.
9.8s are always good, but not all opals are gonna be 9.8, man. It can't. If it's a 9.8, it's gonna be way out of people's ranges to get it many ways.
Right.
It's out of my range.
Yeah. A lot of them are. Like the price difference of this one. Just say, but I know this is a modern one. Or I'm just saying, just the price of this one in a 9.8 is already ridiculous. It's $1,000 for a 9.8, and then a 9.6 is a free, like 200. Or like that's a big margin from a 9.8 to a 9.6, and it's only a grade difference. It's not even like a couple of grades difference. That's it. It's not even like
there's a couple Wonder Woman books I'm looking at to get 9.6 because I'm not willing to pay the 9.8. It's ridiculous.
I noticed too, the modern books, the covers are like tissue paper now.
Marvel is ridiculous.
Marvel, I like how when you get them at the store, they have like, it's almost like waterlogged bevels in them.
Yep. They got wavy lines.
Yeah, exactly. Wavy lines. They're like Marvel, now brought to you by Ruffles. Because every comic they make ridge, they all have ridges. Meanwhile, this Lady Death, like I picked up, I could actually slit someone's throat with the cover. No, but seriously, guys, when this Strange Tales 159, which came out in 1966, there's no waves in this, and it's what, 50 years old. So
Well, yeah, but the older books were known for being miscut and stuff like that, though. But that's one thing.
Well,
yeah. I mean, it's
okay. A lot of Hebrew boys have been miscut too. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, but
it's a moil.
Yeah, but just saying the print, like the printing style, should have got better, not worse. Where it got waves in the book, or where it's all kinds of words. Yeah.
Guess what? When the cover of Marvel and DC books are $10 in a year from now, they're gonna be printed on Kleenex paper.
Yeah, or something even worse than Kleenex paper. Never know. Could be recycled toilet paper.
The price goes up.
Yeah.
And the quality goes down. Come on now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cap, I wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your game show the other day.
Oh yeah, the game.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks. Mm-hmm. I figured I'd do something a little bit different, throwing some pirate puns in there. Pretty much what the guests do, what they got to do.
Yeah, it was right down my strike zone right there. I was like, oh yes, this is great.
Yeah, and then watching Smiley and Simon go at it was pretty funny.
The covers.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So I might challenge Simon next just to be funny.
There you go.
Yeah.
I actually like game shows better than I do my own live streams. And,
yeah.
you know, shooting the ship is one thing where I bring in people just kind of like this and we're just talking and, you know, just talking ship, you know.
Yeah.
That's what we do. But, you know, the game shows, I've been on so many of them, shown covers and blah, 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 blah. I want to make it easier more for the guests than them trying to hunt for a book or, you know, wanting to show a book. It's more me showing them a book and they have to rename it, you know?
Yeah. Like showing a cover, rename the cover. What do you think it would be named instead of
right.
whatever this was?
Judge a book by a cover, however you want to say it, you know.
Right.
Let me just say the Yogi Bear cover was epic.
Yeah.
And we actually have a prize at the end, you know, with once whoever the winner is, then they take on Tori, which is the Sea Witch. So we had portal holes this week. You know, we might have seashells next time or what's behind the ships, you know, something to mix it up where you have a choice of 1, 2, or 3 to pick a prize or a gag prize. A lot of the shows don't give out prizes, and that's what I looked at, you know, or you might get your name on a board or whatever, you know, but I want to actually give out a prize, you know, and that's kind of where I was at with it.
Yeah, it makes people want to tune in and want to participate or whatever, you know. But it's
I don't know if Jeff told everybody, but if he gets 200 people in the chat, he's going to give away that Zatanna.
Well, after I press and clean it.
All right, we'll go on right now. I'm going on Instagram.
Yeah, right. Better start sharing that shit because actually, you get your choice of whatever slab vampies Jeff has.
No.
And then Jeff's Wi-Fi mysteriously freezes.
Yeah.
Right. The winner is.
Yeah. No.
So Jeff, do you have any other topics tonight that you'd like to get consult about?
How YouTube's policing all the channels now? It was
God.
a little weird because like Rob put out the time of the month show that got dinged. I put up something Anthony helped me do. I got dinged. So it was pretty interesting.
Simple Simon did too.
Yeah.
So they all had changed their thing.
Yeah, it was weird, man. It was like I didn't even show anything. All I showed was Extreme Nerd Table, what Anthony did for me, and then. But I'm thinking it could have been Vampy's hand where it had the blood on Vampy's hand, but they said it was sexually suggestive. There's blood on her hand. So I'm thinking either it was a blood in her hand, but anything with Vampy on it is always getting dinged because of the damn bikini. Yeah, here we go. That's what Anthony.
Full the screen with that. Okay. All right. So all it was, and I know I'm sorry about that. The phone, I would have shared my screen, but let me see.
Yeah.
Okay. So all it was it's Alex Ross's Superman in the middle. Alex Ross's Superman in the middle with Alex Ross's Superman in the middle with the shirt open with ENT where the Superman logo was. And then on one side is Elizabeth Olsen doing a spell. And on the other side was Vampirella's body, totally no skin showing, but she had a bloody hand. And, you know, and again, Jeff either quit or he's sharing his screen, but it was crazy. I did all these graphics for Jeff with absolutely no thought that, you know, anything was going to be, like indecent or anything.
Right.
So it's just really weird. Very, very, very strange.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what did they say was wrong with stuff?
They said it was sexually suggestive and you have a strike on your account.
Yeah, they gave him a strike.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good day.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally used Alex's Ross picture a Vampirella from like Amanda Connor or Sigurski or someone, and then and the other side was actually Elizabeth Olsen. I covered all their faces, so we didn't know what characters really, and it was just like a little abstract piece of their body. But the whole point was, I was like, hey, let me make a cool thumbnail for the YouTube video instead of the ANT with, by the way, all those copyrighted images behind it.
Yep.
Right.
So I don't know. It was really odd.
Yeah,
like
I thought it was funny. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I'll just use them all for Instagram and YouTube, Instagram and Facebook.
But the weird thing is, if you guys browse YouTube right now, right, and you're going through not your subscriptions but just your normal stuff, I mean, I see stuff where it's like bikini haul try-ons,
right,
and sexy yoga, and there's thumbnails showing a hell of a lot of stuff, and I'm like, and I'm not getting it unless they have millions of subscribers and YouTube doesn't bother them. I don't know what the deal is, but
I would say there's one thing that I found out that,
like and they said they ding the hell out of you for it, so it's like, what the hell?
Go ahead, D. Sorry.
There was a video. I don't know if it's still on, but there was I think it was a mayor or somebody that committed suicide at a press conference. He like put a gun there and shot himself in the head. And last time I looked, that video was still on here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm like, really?
There are
appropriate.
There are videos on there that are like nude women's anatomy. And any kid can log on and see it. There's a lot of weird stuff on there, but the point is that I just thought it was so innocuous, the graphics I made for this stream. Wow. And it's like, he tells me not only did they take it down, but he said you had a strike, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, but I don't really give a crap, because honestly, it wasn't bad. Yeah, and then even like Captain saw, because Tori had to get another thumbnail, and then Simon had to get another thumbnail from because of the vamping that he posted, so I had to zoom in on it, because that's what I did last time. I had to zoom in on it, and they didn't ding me after. I zoomed in real good on it, so probably I'll have to crop somehow use it, and then use it with everything thing, and then just crop the hell out of it and make sure they can't see any bodies or anything.
Just put your logo right over the chest. That would probably work best. It's all covered up.
No, what's funny? We should do. I want Anthony to do me two versions of it: a female version and a male version, and see if they ding me for the male one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an all male one. I'm gonna have like Wolverine's claws. Be like Luke Skywalker on one side or whatever, because it just didn't make sense. But Superman was in there. It wasn't like it was all female. But
I'm curious to see if you do an all male one and see if I get dinged or not.
Right.
And then I'll throw the female one up again and see, and then I'll fight it after.
Yeah.
Because it was weird. It was honestly weird, because and then Robert had told Smiley he had got dinged for it, so he had to completely set another stream. I had to completely do another stream on this one too. I had to redo one, because they deleted the whole damn stream. And it was only the thumbnail. We weren't even live yet. And they deleted they removed the whole thing. I've never had that happen before. And they go, oh yeah, you got a strike, and we removed it.
Yeah.
It was interesting. I'm like, huh? Okay, whatever. I thought it was funny.
The only time I had anything is when I was playing Super Mario Brothers, and I had a music claim. But they didn't give me a strike. They just said I can either edit it or give any money to the person that claimed it. And I was like, you know what? I'll just delete the whole thing. It's not that important to me.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was weird. It was weird as hell. I'm like, well, I don't even think if I fight the strike, I don't think I'll get it, because then they'll just bring this video back up and say, oh, there was nothing on it, and not give me and take it away anyway, because I changed it. I purposely changed it back to the old thumbnail on purpose so if I go fight it, they go, oh, bring it up. It's not the one that he had previously. So maybe we shouldn't leave that.
Yeah, my thumbnails are I try, like, especially Shoot the Ship, or what do you see? I try to use a thumbnail that's a pirate, But right at the beginning of the show, disclaimer, I'm right off the bat. We are a rated R show, no one under 18, things like that. I say that right off the bat because then it describes the show, even though my thumbnail might have, some dude laying on a beach or whatever,
Right. Yeah, see, this is the logo here. It wasn't, and then on purpose, I zoomed in on the Extreme Nerd Table half. I didn't even show all this stuff. I just zoomed in on the Extreme Nerd Table, but it showed a little bit of. But what I think dinged me for is the vampy, the hand on with the blood. I'm not saying I don't got no issue with it, but I honestly think it dinged me because of the bikini and the hand. You know what I mean? Because anytime it has vampy like that, they'll ding you for no matter what. Because last time I had the old school Vampy number 4 up, and it was a Ken Kelly cover and Frazetta face and whatever. But it's the girl running away from a creature screaming, and it still dinged me for it. So I'm like, what the hell is it dinging me for?
Jeffrey, you're proud of me? I shared that screen all by myself. Imagine.
Yeah.
Now, how do I get rid of it? Stop screen there. Whoa, look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Technology. But yeah, that was the graphic. So, so weird.
Yeah.
Rated
I think G-Man.
Yeah.
G-Man had what? Betty Page, I think, as his thumbnail, and they banned that one.
Betty Page bent over, and then it says that type of the month. And I'm like, that's not bad. That wasn't bad at all. And then it got dinged. And I'm like, and then Simon's one wasn't even bad. It was an art gym Vampirella. It was not even that bad, and it got dinged. So I saw what he did. He zoomed in on it, so they wouldn't ding him, and he still got dinged. So so pretty much anything Vampirella YouTube don't like.
Yeah.
I noticed. No, because I noticed I put the old school cover, the Ken Kelly cover up. And they dinged me for that, but they didn't give me a strike. But they just dinged me and said, "Hey, you might want to change it." So I zoomed in on it even more, and it still dinged me. But I zoomed in on Vampy. I didn't zoom in on the picture. I zoomed in on the Vampy half of the Vampy words, and they didn't ding me for that. But when I because previously I zoomed in on the whole thing, and they dinged me. So I don't know.
Bastard.
Yeah, so the bad weather, that's why my internet is going wonky, because I hear the bad weather coming towards me now.
Well, on one of Tony Hunt's shows that we were on, one of them got banned because somebody used a wrestler thing, but we all use a wrestler thing, as our background. But apparently that pissed off the wrestlers, and they banned that whole movie or that whole show.
Yeah. Because
it was one of our better ones.
Yeah. Because it was too lifelike. That's what it was. It was too much on the dot of the person.
I mean, I look like Captain Lou. Put a couple rubber bands here, there. Get the big belly.
Yeah, you got to tape a couple under your cheek and.
Right.
Yeah. But that just a surprise. Oh, is that really here? That's what it was. And plus, one of the things is the WWE they don't play with that stuff either, and they'll really go after people for it.
Dude, they don't even let their own wrestlers do things.
YouTube
online.
And then YouTube or anything, man, of that stuff. And then they want a piece of it, no matter if they're making money, because it's their creation. They want their money. I'm like, dude, it's not completely your creation.
That's right. Yeah, that's
this is the other one. You know what I mean? This is the other one. Hey,
nerd.
Okay. 18 and up now, okay? But still, that's not bad. I don't think that's bad. You know what I mean? So, like, all the stuff that he's done is not that bad. You know what I mean? So, but I didn't try that one. I didn't. You know what I mean? Maybe I should try that one.
Yeah, I don't know. You might get one strike for every girl in that image.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I was going to start my own YouTube stream, totally around bad girl comics. So I'm like, oh crap, what am I going to do? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe if
well,
I
you
call
can
them,
do the same
if I call
thing.
them good, if I call them good girl comics, then it's all right. Then I guess.
Yeah.
Good girls gone bad. You know.
Yeah.
Or just zoom in on the words and don't show the girls.
All right.
Well, yeah, I think the words will say it enough, but I think the actual content might lead to problems. I don't know.
Well, look at Harley Quinn. She was a good girl, a therapist, blah 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 blah, and then crazy Joker girlfriend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good girls gone bad.
Yeah. But it was just funny because like I heard Smiley talk on the show saying she got wanted me that Robert had got dinged for that, and then I was wondering why he sent me another stream thing, and then I did it just to say I was curious, and then I got I'm like, dude, I never get dinged, and I got well, I got dinged once, and I changed it, and then they said okay, and took it away, but it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, really? Yeah, and it wasn't bad. I mean, like, are we gonna get something because since Anthony has Billy Tucci's artwork in the back, where she coming out of the water over there?
That Billy Tucci poster has her neck.
having Harley back there and having all that artwork back there. Are we gonna get dinged for this?
I got no artwork back here behind me on both sides.
But you know what I'm saying is like, are we gonna get dinged for stupid? Are they gonna actually sit through our damn video and see what the hell is going on?
No, if only they watched the video.
Yeah, if they watched it, but it's an algorithm that's screwing with everybody, man. It's screwing with me. It's screwed with Simon. Is screwed with me, dude. And then I wish more people would watch then it'd be nice. But I don't know. I got 325 subscribers, and some, not all of them watch. And I know because I look at the analytics, but I don't really care. I just do it for myself, and I like talking to you guys.
We need to give away some of those slabbed vampies so you can get your subscription ups there.
I got a slab box if they want slabs, I got.
Well, I'm saying, you gotta give somebody incentive. Keep retweet, re-Instagram, repost, whatever this stream. But what we need slabs. We need to do game show stuff like Captain, and we need more nude guests on, and that's it.
Nude guest, all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you,
there'll be a huge YouTube ban on us then.
Yeah, right.
Music.
Like, no!
It shouldn't be that bad. It wasn't because Rod and them had one where they were drunk as hell and they all took their shirts off. So it was
as out of shape as I am right now. If you just go from here down, they might think I'm a woman. That's it.
Yeah, just like Anthony says, you got to put the bait on the hook and throw it out there and see what you get.
Look at what the deuce. Did you say slab vampies? Yes.
There you go.
Deuce?
Yeah,
we want 1 million subscribers, and Jeff's gonna have super chats going, and then he can afford to give away a slab every now and then.
Yeah.
Because then he can just buy another one afterwards.
Yeah. Get your Patreon account.
Yeah. I need to start all that stuff, but I don't like a lot of like Hialeah and all them were saying. I don't mind doing the videos. I just don't want to get up there and then make it feel like another job. I already have a job.
Yeah.
I don't want to go, oh man, I gotta go make more videos.
No.
You know what I mean? It's like that's the only problem is sometimes I'll lose, it's not that I lose interest, it's damn. If it feels like another job, that's the one thing I didn't want. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I wanted to be fun. I don't want to be crap. I gotta do this. I gotta do another thing and this thing and that thing.
I mean, that's why I've taken about the better part of the last 2.5 months off.
Right.
I mean, I've only put out a few videos the last 2.5 months. It's because, like, you know what? I need a break from it.
Yeah.
It's not that complicated or anything, but it's just like sometimes you're like, you know what? You need to step away.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it draws you, and then you're trying to come up with content sometimes. It's like, it's hard, man. It's like, well, what am I gonna do different than somebody else that's in the community that's not, that they're not doing? Like,
Mhm.
all we like, dude, we can't do much. Honestly, if you think about it, we can't really do much. We can show off our books. We can we can show off our books, and then the thing I started doing was teaching people Cantonese on Wednesdays. You know what I mean? It was like, because I wanted something different, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't you know, like Robert says, outside the box,
Yeah.
not inside the box.
Well, I think it'd be nice to get some creators in every
Yeah.
now and then. Just
Yeah.
that's how I met Jeff. Jeff picked up my comic book at a store
Yeah.
and contacted me about being on the show, and
Yeah.
and I enjoyed riffing on the show more than I did talking about myself. So
Right.
just some independent people. I know you when you did that video with Vigilante. I don't think that was yours, but maybe it was his thing. When you had Jim Ballant on
Yeah.
with Holly, that stuff like that. That gets the views.
Right.
That gets the excitement.
That's why
Whether it's
I'm gonna start reaching, because it takes a lot, you know what I mean? Then I'm gonna have to go reaching out to them, asking them, you know what I mean?
Sure.
It takes back and forth. I don't mind doing that. I wouldn't mind doing that. It's just, like I said, it's gonna it takes a little bit, but I'm thinking about it, man. It's because it becomes like Hailey and all them were saying, like like the D was saying, dude, sometimes it's like, crap, I'm already doing a 40 an hour job, and then now this damn YouTube thing is becoming up, another 40 hour job, trying to figure out what to do and what not to do. It's like,
when people start donating for those Vampy slabs you're giving away, you get rid of your 40-hour job.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly, because that's the truth of the matter, is that, and also if you had creators on, or you had special guests besides the speakers and besides the four old guys on screen right now, you have Sarah Frazetta or folks like that on. People will come, and then in those cases, what we need to do is we do need to have thumbnails of those guests. Like if you had Jim Ballant or Holly Golightly on again, and you just have their picture of their face, or Sarah Frazetta or whoever, then you have no issue about, YouTube can go, F itself, because, you're just showing the guest that's on, So if your guest happens to be a Penthouse pet from 2016, then that works too, but whatever.
You gotta show the leg, man. You gotta show the leg.
So that's what it is. And we tried that, Jeff, with Sam, trying to get Sam on there, my cover girl, but she's a big Playboy model, and she's just not interested in hanging out with a bunch of guys online. So
she's a
I'll
big,
tell her my wife will come on. I'll still watch the show.
She's a
you
big,
got a hook come in there. That's what it is.
It's all about the hook and the Vampy slabs.
Right. Off the wall.
Hey, I'll go if I get up to 1,000. I'll give away one Vampy slab, but it's the new school Vampy slab.
You say Vampy number one?
No,
number one.
Put a one.
But he said Vampy number one.
Yeah, one of the new Vampy covers. If I get up to 1,000, that's the big thing. When I get up to 1,000, win, yeah. When I get up to 1,000.
Bait the hook.
Yeah, I'm baiting the hook. And then,
but that's Anthony, another thing, Anthony. You have your own comic book, and that's a thing that you can promote too, because you're on here. Hey, you can get the number one issue or whatnot, because something different. Not everybody's going to have that one.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait. Are we too close together? Is that the problem?
No. Anthony's putting the wig on.
Hi, boys.
Hey, pretty lady.
I'm a new Marvel heroine.
Marvel.
My name is Corona Woman.
Man, why just get a thing for that one? It's just saying Corona in the damn thing.
I am social distant woman.
Why do I feel like that's going to be a real character before long?
I don't know. I don't know, guys. Honestly, looking at Marvel's stuff that they're drawing lately, this actually does look like one of their new characters. Let's just put a bandana over your face, and it's the new Infinite Frontier or whatever. So
yeah. Nah, I just think it's funny, man. It's like I got things for that. You know what I mean? It's like that's why, like, dude. The more I do, am I gonna get? You know what I mean? The more stuff I put out, am I gonna get?
That hair is so luscious. I'm jealous.
I know. Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Mine is well into that range.
Me too.
I keep pulling mine down. That's my problem.
All I know is that I saw the wig come out and you started stroking that beard, man.
That's his move. If I could just comb my back hair over, it'd work. So
it's the moulet.
The Disney movie Tangled was set in the kingdom of Corona. No lie.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I do need to watch that because I enjoyed it.
No lie, I had a Corona at a restaurant yesterday.
Oh,
yeah.
Because of D, I actually picked up a Xenoscope book this week. Mr. Goat, what is it? Mr. Goat and Mr. Bunny Man, or Man Goat and Bunny Man, and surprisingly, it was actually good.
Nice.
Surprisingly, this book was actually good.
I was like, good Xenoscope. Yeah, I love me some Xenoscope stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
gonna end up. It's 3 issues.
What does her shirt say?
Man Goat and the Bunny Man.
Oh, the title is on the shirt. Okay.
Yeah, the title's on the shirt. Yep. I thought I enjoyed it.
Very rainbow.
It's a 3-issue miniseries, so I'm gonna end up picking the next 2 issues. So I actually enjoyed the read. Yeah, it was actually. I mean, because I previously picked up some Xenoscope stuff and I didn't like the read. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Really?
No, but that was
there you go.
No, yeah, that
the Robin Hood.
The Robin Hood stuff was good, but there was I forgot what the hell I picked up. I think it was one of the Wonderland ones, like early Wonderland ones. And now I'm like, what the hell is this? Or something, one of those. But
Cinderella Serial Killer Princess. I enjoyed that read.
Yeah.
That's like a 6-issue series.
Yeah, that one was good. But like certain things, like I'm like, certain things were okay. Certain things were, you know,
everything. You got the good, you got the bad.
Yeah. I picked up the one bad one, and I'm like, I'm not picking up anymore.
They fished you in.
Yeah, but no, because I heard like some good stuff about the man, the Man Goat and the man Bunny Man. I keep saying man for some reason. I'm trying to keep saying Man Bunny, but it's actually Bunny Man. But because the goat one is Man Goat, so it's like it's. But
wait, is that Jim Brewer?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but the story what the story feels like, it feels like Riggs and Murtaugh type story almost. The two characters feel like the Bunny Man and Man Goat feel like Riggs and Murtaugh.
Old for this.
I feel like before things got heavy on Falcon and Winter Soldier, that we had a real Riggs and Murtaugh, and then Joe Pesci was Baron Zemo.
Oh yeah.
I thought we had a nice Zemo was like Joe Pesci in the Lethal Weapon movies.
Yeah, because
anyway, bringing up early conversation.
Yeah, because of D. No, the big reason is because the D mentioning, oh yeah, these things are good reads. I'll go, and then I heard some good stuff about this one, so I'll pick up another Xenoscope book and give it a try again. And surprisingly, I liked it. So it's only a 3-issue mini. Yeah, but yeah, it's only a 3-issue mini, and it's really good actually, surprisingly. But like I said, I was surprised because like D was saying, you pick up one bad out of the batch, and you're like, I'm not going to pick up anything else from the company.
I feel like that happens a lot to the indies. if you pick up that first book you pick up, if it's not good, you're like, well, I'm never buying anything from that company again.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I think Aftershock has put out a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. Aftershock has. But the funniest thing was the Dynamite one, this run, the art drives me nuts in this one. But the read is still okay, but the art in it drives me nuts because she looks like a dude in this damn thing. It drives me nuts.
I knew that it was coming because he's waxed poetic on other broadcasts on how the dude looks like a lady in that particular run. And I'm sorry, I'm the opposite way. I don't care how good something reads. You know, if I don't like the art style, I cannot. I mean, I and that's just me. But I think comics are a visual medium.
Yeah.
And even a guy who writes comics and draws them, still though, I don't care if it's monosyllabic crap inside. If it looks good, and I mean really good, I love the comic book.
Right.
The writing, it helps if it's a good story. It helps if it's going somewhere. But again, I've seen over the years, people are like, wow, this is such a good writer type shit. And then you get the book and the artwork looks like,
straight trash.
My 11-year-old can draw it, or it looks like a coloring book. It's so digital that it's just outside lines with nothing inside at all. I will literally throw the thing out, or I get, like I said earlier, that whole thing about buyer's remorse. I never had that in my previous lives, like the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, even the early 2000s. I've never seen so much buyer's remorse in my own eyes when I look in the mirror. Sometimes when I pick up something, even like on big runs, like there was some stuff that was coming out when I was still buying DC and Marvel, whether it be Absolute Carnage or whether it be the whole DC metal thing. Like I love Greg Capullo's stuff, but there was some stuff coming out, and like I would see these one shots and it would have this super looking cover.
Yep.
When the curtains don't match when the carpet doesn't match the drapes, that's a thing I never understand. Like, for example, and I'm not gonna diss it at all, but this book Stake, that's done by a friend of mine, David Byrne, who is a co-publisher at Scout.
Right.
I actually like the inside art. The inside art, I dig it. Yeah. However, the thing is that this is the normal cover, but he came out with like 16 painted covers by Chew and Perillo type stuff. And again, no dissing on Scout or him or like Dynamite or any of these companies, but you have these covers that are like, and by the way, Marvel does this a lot too. You'll see this Marvel cover and it'll be like Alex Ross or some really cool thing like the Iron Man run. You got these beautiful Iron Man Alex Ross covers, and then you open it up. Exactly. Was that J. Scott Campbell?
Yeah.
Yeah. My whole wall is full of J. Scott Campbell. You can't see it, but I have Danger Girl lithographs all signed and shit like that. But the point is, when you buy a J. Scott Campbell actually creator-owned book, he does the interiors and the outside. There's this thing that drives me insane, and I don't know if it's just me, but these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous covers. You'll see Marvel, some new title, and all of a sudden you'll have this Art Adams gorgeous cover, and you open it up and you're like, this is a piece of shit. And again, art is subjective. Art is subjective.
It was like that Black Cat run. Marvel's Black Cat run.
The Black Cat books? Yeah, I picked up the first 2 issues, J. Scott Campbell covers. Yeah. And then I opened the inside and I was like, what happened? It's like they were like there's these comics that have this young adult Dogman Captain Underpants looking interiors. And again, I am not John Byrne or Neil Adams or even George Perez on his worst day.
Right.
Okay. You could break all of George Perez's fingers and I'm still not George Perez, but the stuff that they're putting out is just poo poo. You know, and if anyone in the chat thinks it's great, tell me why, because I don't get it.
Yeah.
See,
And
that's actually what got me into comics is the art. I
Of course.
love art.
Of course.
And all of us.
And-
That's what all of us got into it for, man.
Of
was
course.
the art.
Yeah, I mean, and I am so much with you on that. When you have that cover and you open up, it's like, okay, this is not the same. Why is this?
Yeah,
I hate that.
Well, also,
I
you
think
know,
J. Scott Campbell actually did though.
right. But you know, the thing is too, it's the cover market. There's that cover and there's that collector slab market where there are guys, you know, and again, I'm not dissing anybody's what turns people on. But I know a lot of people, and you see them on YouTube. I see them in real life. They're like, oh, I need the variant covers, this, and this. And then they send them to get pressed and slabbed, and they never open the book or read it or look at it or have any idea what the story's about. They're just buying it to buy it. I know that Jeff reads every Vampy he gets. There's no way.
Yeah, especially talking about her. Because everybody buys her for cover, but nobody will actually read it. Actually takes the time and actually reads anything Vampy. You know what I mean? They'll buy the cover, but they won't read it.
Right.
You know,
but the whole idea of buying a book for the cover only, well, why don't you just take a picture with your phone and then you have the cover and you never have to spend $1 on it. I mean, I don't get it.
Not all variants become prints. Just saying.
Wow, Cap, your voice changed.
Woo! Captain got all high pitched there.
No way, not possible. Hi.
Hello. Okay, I would say I absolutely love Harley Quinn stuff, so I do buy just about every cover I can find.
Oh, sure.
But I read the stuff too.
Well,
trade
is garbage
or a reader's copy of everything.
And I did confess, being a hypocrite, I did confess to, like you said, the Black Cat series when it came out.
Right.
I bought a bunch of those J. Scott Campbell covers because I love J. Scott Campbell's work, and I will buy covers for cover's sake. But again, that buyer's remorse when you pick up a comic and it's a fantastic cover.
That's the whole reason I picked this up was because it's a Linsner cover. That's the main reason I picked it up.
Right.
That's the whole reason.
But when the interior art is beyond you know, it's frustrating for the art form, I think, a little bit. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Agreed.
Yep. It was actually nice to see you go against Simon. I actually watched it.
I had a good time. Simon had a good time.
Yeah. That's always good. Yeah, and
I don't think he realized that I came across 118 Grimm fairy tales. One like numbers 1 through 24. And the guy gave me a hell of a deal on them that I couldn't turn him down to the point where like I agreed to buy them and then came home on lunch break and told Captain, like, so you know, I owe this amount for comics. And he just kind of looked at me like, what did you buy? Well, I bought a short box of Grimm fairy tales. So I don't think Simon quite knew what he was getting himself into because like I have a cover for almost anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Especially Grimm fairy tales are famous for, oh, hey, let's do a sports cover that has nothing to do with the book.
Yeah. When he's like, the first 3 categories are butts. And I was like, butt covers? He's all, yeah. I was like, okay. All right. I got that.
Yeah, like this new. This is the next thing on my reading pile that I was curious about. Anyways, read the title. I thought I was curious. I was a little curious. So,
did you read it yet? I had that on pre-order. I don't know when my books will be here. I think this week.
Yeah, not yet. But I'm gonna end up reading it. I'll let you guys know. And I'm thinking about doing a new series about the Cantonese. You know, I'll think of the title eventually, but it's Cantonese reviews or something or another. So I'm going to end up doing that.
YouTube's going to flag us just for that image there, Jeff.
Yeah.
How about when the actual comic has butt in the title and it's called Butt Shots?
Oh yeah, see that would have been a double threat right there.
There you go. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And I can't show you any of the interiors of that book.
I feel bad. I don't have any butt covers over here.
Yeah. Same thing that happened to G-Man happened to me because
G-Man's in the chat.
Yeah. Anthony had made me a thumbnail. It wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible at all. All right, let's get Smiley's point of view on it since she's a lady, and see if it's offensive to you.
Same thing happened to Simon too.
Yeah, I'm just curious because I want to see your point of view of it too because they striked me too. They gave me a strike because of it.
What?
Yeah. Look, this is the cover. This was the thumbnail, and I purposely even zoomed in on this so they wouldn't ding me. But I honestly think they dinged me for the Vampirella.
Yeah, the Vampirella is what they had to ding you for, if anything.
Right.
But I don't understand how that was offensive at all.
Right. And Anthony did a couple, so you know what I mean. So I haven't used the other ones yet, but you know what I mean. So it's like, so it's like,
I didn't even get to see Simon's first thumbnail before they deleted it. I don't know if they gave him a strike, but I mean that's 3 channels within 24 hours that they have deleted your guys' thumbnails and made you do whole new streams. So ultimately, what the fuck's going on with YouTube?
Yeah, this one I haven't even tried, but I'm honestly I'll wait.
That one's a good one, but I would use it on IG to advertise your stream.
Yeah,
but I don't think I'd use it for YouTube. I bet they take it down.
I know that. I know, but my big one is I want Anthony to do me an all male one and see if I get dinged for the male one.
I am.
If it's the bloody hand, I wonder if they would ding the
what?
The what's his name? Neil Adams. The Salvation Run. Joker cover. He got
Betty Page. I got pulled yesterday. The whole show.
Oh man!
Wow.
Betty Page. I got. Oh man.
I used a Betty Page cover. I bet me and Simon got pulled.
It's not. I don't think it's the Betty Page. I think it's the suggestiveness of the stuff.
I'm gonna put Melissa McCarthy from her new Netflix superhero show, and see if that gets flagged.
I bet if you use RuPaul, it'll be okay.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah. You're right.
Let's try it. All right, I'll give Anthony one thing. Let's try a thumbnail with RuPaul with Luke Skywalker on it. I just want to see if I even get touched by a YouTube police at all.
If I put Raylo on it, no one will care.
No, but just put it on. Just put it on there. I'm just curious because like I said, do an all male one, and I'm just curious if
how about Adam Driver from the Star Wars movie with no shirt on, where he has his real high-waisted thing. That's why you see the G-Spot logo, not the other logo. There you go. Mm-hmm. They're coming after us.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know what's up with them lately.
I'm gonna put the queer Captain America up and see what happens.
Like I said,
the homeless. The homeless.
That's three of us that got dinged for stuff, man. That's 3. That's Simon, me, and G, and we don't got that many subscribers, so it's like it's weird. Yeah. So it like, what's it gonna take? They're gonna ding us again for something? Something.
I don't know. I just thought it was good.
Did you have me listed as a guest?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Damn you, Jeff.
Because if you had me listed as a guest, I would have to be like, well, that's 3 streams I was listed as a guest on that they pulled their first thumbnails. And then I'd have to do some inquiring myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Smiley's too cute for streams. That's what it is.
They're like, that bitch is too into conspiracy. She's not allowed to hang out with anybody.
Oh my goodness, conspiracy lady. We gonna have to talk.
I didn't put you on the stream at all. I didn't put like I purposely don't put guest things on the stream not because, but because I never know who's gonna show up. So
can't call me the bad luck lady.
It's
not very nice. You married me.
Well, then he would know, right?
I guess.
There you go.
I just thought it was funny because I'm like, why? Because when I woke up this morning, I looked at my email. I'm like, what the hell? YouTube says it says removal of thumbnail or removal of whole stream.
Weird.
It said removal of whole stream. It didn't say remove.
Weird.
Because last time I had a vampy thing, it said removal of thumbnail. This time it said removal of whole stream. I'm like, removal of a whole stream? The stream hasn't even happened yet. It's just a thumbnail.
That is crazy.
So, is there a whole bunch of issues with Vampirella and copyrights or anything like that? Because that'll get her pulled too.
Yeah, I gotta look that stuff up too. I gotta make sure to look up.
Because I know that like if they're in the middle of a battle or some crap like that, anywhere with anything, they will start pulling all of that because they can't properly label it the way that they need to.
Maybe. I have to do my research on it, but yeah, maybe.
Because if that's one thing that's in common with each one that got pulled, it probably is something a little bit more.
Well, Roberts was Betty Page, so that was something different. And then, but me and Simons were one, so we both had Vampirella on it. But that's happened before when I had but they only pulled the thumbnail. They didn't pull the whole damn stream off. They actually removed my whole stream. They said because of the sexually suggestive content on your stream, we removed the whole stream. And when the stream didn't even happen yet, it was just a thumbnail. That was hilarious because I read the email. I'm like, remove a whole stream because of sexually suggestive content. I'm like, huh? And then I looked at it. I'm like, dude, it's just a thumbnail. The stream hasn't even happened yet. I just thought it was funny. And it's a one strike. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Yep.
That's crazy.
So what you been up to besides the feet and Simon?
I had it's that time of the month last night with Queen G and the rest of the royal court, and we all talked fierce women in comics and brought a different character. Mine was Jennifer Walters because I'm a huge She-Hulk fan. So I talked a little bit about her origin and all of that because most people think she's a love interest of Hulk, and that is not the case at all. So
she's a lawyer.
Yeah, no. So definitely went into the whole little spiel about that some, and that was a great time. All of us talked about different characters. Definitely, if you get a chance, I would suggest going and rewatching it. And Jen brought a book of the month, and then today it worked.
Yep. It was.
And now next week I have the one again.
Do you own this?
I do not.
You need to find it. This is the Sensational She-Hulk graphic novel from I think 1982.
Oh.
1985 by John Byrne. And if you are a fan of She-Hulk, this should be in your.
Oh man, that is beautiful.
Okay, awesome. This is by far one of the greatest She-Hulk stories ever.
Mm-hmm.
And
the art is the best too.
And this is John Byrne doing She-Hulk with Kim DeMulder doing inks and Petra Scotese doing color, and it is superb. I want to show you another panel real quick. And again, this is from 1985. This is my reader copy, and I'm just trying to turn the pages delicately to show you another spread. But
insert right there.
It is the most excellent graphic novel. And again, it's one of those early graphic novels that Marvel put out. Marvel graphic novel number 18. And it is Sensational She-Hulk. It predates his run on She-Hulk.
Okay.
And you know how John Byrne loves She-Hulk so much that after or simultaneously as he was doing his She-Hulk, he then went into he then went into put her in the Fantastic Four because he loved her so much. And again, anybody who's a fan of Deadpool and any of that fourth wall stuff, John Byrne was breaking the fourth wall in She-Hulk in the late 80s, breaking the wall, everything, you know, talking to the reader, ripping pages and covering herself with pages. And
Miss G would like it because Miss G likes Deadpool, so I think Miss G would like it too.
And Sensational She-Hulk in the run, she used to grab John Byrne or go into Jim Shooter's office in the Marvel bullpen. It was just a fantastic thing, and I recommend, if you can find this on eBay, get it. Or if you ever pick up, I think the omnibuy of Sensational She-Hulk include that graphic novel in it. And it is, but if you can find copies of this on eBay, probably for $20 and under. Don't know if you can find them now, but this is the second copy I've owned in my life, and it is one of my most important, cherished graphic novels. Sensational She-Hulk, John Byrne. And again, in the new omnibuy, you can get the entire John Byrne run, which is like 60 issues plus the graphic novels in it. So.
Yeah, because I have at least 30 of the Sensational She-Hulk,
nice.
And I'm 3 away from completing my Savage She-Hulk run.
Good.
Nice.
So like I'm getting there, but I'm one of those, I don't like to read it till I have them all.
I got you.
The trade, so it's all.
Are you excited about the show that they're talking about?
I'm pretty excited.
I am.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited about who's playing.
I try not to write all the hype, because if it doesn't live up to my expectations, I don't want to be a pissed off viewer.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited about the actress playing Jennifer Walters. She's amazing.
Yeah.
If you ever watched Orphan Black, or she also starred in Perry Mason on HBO the first season.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
But she is, I think, one of the greatest actresses of our time. Just, you know, if Orphan Black, she was playing 18 different characters all on camera at the same time.
Absolutely amazing show.
That show was beyond amazing. But she's a really good actress. I think she's going to be great for Jennifer Walters. But I'm a little, and I don't care because I don't get that invested in what studios do, but I'm kind of curious on what they're going to do with her transformation. You know, I would love her to be the sexy John Byrne Sensational She-Hulk. Like I just showed you. But I have a feeling she's going to look like Jeff in a green wig.
You can go old school too. I mean,
Buscema.
Bodybuilder, or like how they had the old school Hulk show where it's 2 different people playing the characters.
Well, you know, if they get you know, I don't think they're going to go with a bodybuilder. I think they're going to go with just a CGI thing. I am worried.
Ronda Rousey being.
I think it's just going to look like Mark Ruffalo's Hulk with green hair.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
I don't know about that.
Well, no, that's what I think. The same culture that's censoring us on YouTube is going to go that route. It's going to be Melissa McCarthy in green makeup.
That would be hilarious, but that would be kind of funny.
Oh goodness.
G-Man found one on eBay for $30.
Oh boy!
Yeah,
Send me the link, G-Man.
Send her the link, because you
know he's not gonna send you the link. You know what's gonna happen. Well, me and you already know what's gonna happen.
Oh, I can't outbid G-Man, because then that just screws us both.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm talking about.
I know.
Yeah.
And another one for $25 on eBay. All right.
Yeah, it actually had, believe it or not, in 1985, it had an $8.95 sticker on it. So it sold for almost $10.85.
I'm gonna go puke now. I'll be right back.
Yes. Jeff in wig and green paint for She-Hulk. I'm in.
Man, nah,
Ay, caramba.
I'll dress up as Vampirella before I dress up as She-Hulk.
We would rather have the She-Hulk. Sorry.
Yeah, more clothes on.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, Anthony, I'm gonna end up calling it now. What you gonna be up to this week?
I am super happy. I have an hour before this stream. I have completed issue number 6 of Oh My God.
That's good. That's good.
I have finished drawing it. I have to scan it and letter it and send it to the printer. Hopefully, it'll be out. I'll have copies at Nerd Out Comics in Tampa, several other comic stores in Florida, and also DM me. I can send you copies of the newest issue and the other 5 issues of Oh My God, created, written, and drawn by me. And then in July, around July 4th, I am going to do a crowdfunding Indiegogo campaign for Misty America. I'll have posters, stickers, trading cards, and the actual debut issue. And to coincide with the 4th of July, my uber patriotic bad girl comic, Misty America, will be available for crowdfunding. And then whether I meet my demands or not on the campaign, that doesn't matter because I'm still going to self-publish and I'll have it finished in August. And then I'll have it at conventions starting September when I do conventions in Florida again. So that's pretty much all my endeavors are creative at the moment. And I'm just real happy because the series, the mini series I started 2 years ago is done.
That's always good, man. That's always something to look forward to. It's done.
Yeah, it's done.
I was laughing at you. I'm sorry, I couldn't contain the Jeff and the thong.
There's no problem. But anyway, that's it. Just my own stuff.
So what you gonna be up to, D?
I'm trying to find someone for another origin stories this weekend. I haven't found anybody yet, so if not, then I got really nothing going on. I've been playing frisbee golf, so there you go.
All right, Smiley, what you gonna be up to?
So I have the hunt on Friday. I think I'm going for the TV title, and then on Tuesday I have Cannabis and Comics and Pop Culture show, and then I also have one on Saturday. Thursday, Captain and I have a stream for his birthday because it's his birthday on Thursday.
Happy birthday!
And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and Sunday we have What Do You See?
All right.
I don't remember what time, and then I have Extreme Nerd Table with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we got a normal panel, so that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Now I have Anthony. If D wants to ever hop in, he's more than happy to have D back again. So I'll have a full panel again, and I'll use a different panel every week if more people want to jump in. So, and I'll have a couple of things I'm gonna have going on. I'm gonna have Cantonese Comic Wednesdays every Wednesday. Working on something for reviews, called it Cantonese Reviews. Maybe don't know what the name yet, but working on it. Extreme Nerd Table, the Nerdy Collective. Eventually come. Since Robert's moving, we might off for 2 weeks, but we're coming back. And that's pretty much it, guys. And Silver Age Sundays is either going to be on me, Cookies, or Jim's channel. So just keep the bell on for that one. You never know when that's gonna pop up. So just keep the bell on. But that's pretty much it, guys. Extreme Nerd Table here, signing out, guys. We'll see you guys later.